Hello everyone, I hope you're doing alright. A few times recently I've swum in the sea, standing in the waves looking out to sea, witnessing the power and intensity, feeling tiny in the midst of something so absolutely huge. As you charge into the water for a time, you feel in control. And then normally the sea does something. Some wave that is larger than normal, a tug of an undertow, something to remind you that you're not in control. You're its guest and at its whim. Sometimes that sense of being in the midst of something that we can't control and that's bigger than us is scary. Sometimes it leads us in awe. Sometimes, though, it can put us back in our place. I remember once swimming in the sea as a teenager with a friend and being far too overconfident in the water. I'm sure you can't possibly imagine me doing anything foolhardy. But please don't comment at this point. But we really did it this time. We ran into the sea very close to the pier and swam straight out to sea without really checking what the water was doing beneath our feet or noticing the red flag on the land. As we turned to head back to shore, suddenly we realized that a powerful undertow was pulling us under the pier and we were well out of our depth. We put our heads down and fortunately battled our way into shore. But the moment I touched the ground with my feet, a huge surge of relief came over me. Wow, that felt close. That was not a moment for what ifs, although a number went through my head. But it was a moment to recognise that I'd been too arrogant in my own sense of ability. As I was doing it, there was almost certainly a million voices in my head warning me, but I simply wasn't listening. I believe in a God who wants to release our potential, widen our horizons and to see us flourish. But sometimes also a God who we need to not underestimate. A God who we should never take for granted, as I did that day with the sea. And a God who knows better and may be prompting us often through that inner voice to listen. Confidence is good. And I believe in a God who wants us to be confident, but a confidence that assumes we must know better is no confidence at all, but fake arrogance. God is creator of all, the Alpha and Omega, by far greater than even the wildest sea and the deepest ocean. Through Jesus, that God is approachable, inviting. But we should never take that God for granted. Never forget the nature of the God we are following.